Does the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze port improve upon the original? The amount of Nintendo Switch games has been kind of overkill. Nintendo is clearly squeezing out every last drop of their Wii U games in order to save costs. But I believe that Nintendo went too far this time with Tropical Freeze. First off, I want to say that Tropical Freeze is one of my favorite games of all time. The art, music and level design are breathtaking. It's really a must for anybody playing the genre. But the additional Funky Kong is going to break the game. Not that I have anything against the character of Funky Kong, or the fact that he's playable. I personally love him. But by giving him 5 lives and giving him an overpowered double jump will downgrade the experience. Allow me to explain. Why does Donkey Kong's movement feel heavy and why do both Mario and Donkey Kong don't have a double jump in their respective games? Because the game is designed around having limitations. All your favorite video games have characters with limitations in them, such as limiting player movement in Resident Evil 4, or in Pokemon limiting your party only up to 4 characters. And while having options is good, the best games have these options while expanding upon one limited function. My argument is that Funky Kong is going to have too many options. Having too many options in a game that's not designed around that could really break a game's balancing. Just look at Meta Knight in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Making the game easier does not automatically make the game better. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze has always been praised for its hard but fair gameplay. The graphics have improved, but the changes are so minor that it will leave you thinking if the Switch was really the right platform to port the game to, or if they should have waited and port the game on a later console so that the changes would be more significant, and make a port of an older game that's more deserving of a port or a reimagining, like the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy. And I haven't even mentioned that Funky Kong has the ability to select items mid-level. Previously, if you wanted to use an item from your inventory, you had to select it before the level. But now having the ability to select your item mid-level makes Funky Kong even more overpowered. And then there's the issue with pricing. The original Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on Wii U released 4 years ago. I bought it at launch for $50. And now the new Nintendo Switch version is sold at $60 at launch. I've seen many people defend Nintendo for this decision. The primary excuses are that Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze deserves to be $60 instead of $50 because of how good the game is. Another excuse is that the cost of making a Nintendo Switch game is higher than making a game for a system with a Blu-ray disc. And the price also depends on the amount of gigabytes on each cartridge. At a high level, the bigger the card, the more expensive it is. Although the price may vary according to print run, some say the price tag doesn't matter because you can get discounts anyway. This is absurd for me. That still means it's a $60 game. It's not like you can't get discounts when the games are $50. I love the game, but I have no intention of paying more for a 4-year-old port than what it was sold at launch. At the end of the day, I'm disappointed with the way they handled Tropical Freeze. I think they should have waited to port Tropical Freeze on a later console when the changes would have been more significant rather than just to port every Wii U game over with very minor enhancements. Thank you for watching.